Hi everyone, this is the tutorial for In Pieces. My name is Billy from Piano and Pies. Let's get stuck straight in. So there's an introduction which has 3 chords and then a little melody. And the first chord we need to play is a B major chord, which will have B octaves in the left hand, and the right hand will have F sharp, B and D sharp. And we're going to play that chord twice. Throughout most of the song, you'll notice that the left hand, when it plays the note, it will then sustain until we change to another chord. So on this B chord, as much as we play this twice, this will just hold. We then go to an A major chord. So left hand is playing A's in the octave range here. And then we've got A, C sharp, E at the top. We play that twice. So we've got B flat, and then A. And then it goes to a C sharp minus 7th, which basically is left hand playing C sharps, and your right hand is going to play an E at the top, a B, and an G sharp there. Now we play that 3 times, and then we have this little melody going from that G sharp, B, C sharp and D sharp. So putting that all together, we get B, A, C sharp minus 7, and then that run up. And that's going to loop around twice, just like this. During the verse, we have more of the same, except that little run doesn't happen every single time. You'll just play instead that C sharp minor chord 4 times. So during the verse, you play the B, A, and then that C sharp minor chord. You'll do it once round. The second time, you will include. Then there's a third and fourth time around those chords where you don't play. So in the verse, when the vocalist starts singing, you only play on the second time round of those chords. First, third and fourth, don't. We then get to a pre-chorus where they loop round 2 chords. Now the first chord has an E in the bass. And above that in the right hand, we have an E, a G sharp and a B. We play that 4 times in the right hand, followed by, in the left hand, moving up to F natural, followed by this note, which is the F, G sharp, and then a C sharp at the top. So that is kind of like a D flat chord, sorry, C sharp major with a E sharp in the bass, or an F if you want to call it that. So the pre-chorus goes like this. 4 times on the E chord, 4 times on that, then repeats. And just for extra accuracy, on the second time round, when they get to this last chord, you play it 3 times. 1, 2, 3, slight pause, and then it leads into the chorus. Just before we move on to the next part of the song, if you're interested in getting things like the sheet music as well as the chord charts for songs like this and all the other videos that I make on YouTube, then head on over to Patreon. There's a link in the description. There's a £2 tier where you can get access to all the PDFs. You can print them off so you don't have to scribble down all the notes whilst you're watching the tutorials, because sometimes that can be a little bit difficult. So yeah, head on over to there. You also get your name on the screen like these lovely people. They are my current supporters and they are fantastic. They make the job worthwhile. So thank you to those, and back on with the video. So into the chorus, we have a B flat major chord again. Now you can play the version we did earlier, which was the F sharp, B, D sharp. All I'm going to do on this one is take the F sharp at the bottom and put it to the top. The other 2 notes stay the same. We then go to a D sharp minor chord, which is D sharps in the left hand, followed by D sharp, F sharp, and A sharp. We then get G sharp minor, which is G sharps in the left hand, followed by G sharp, B, and a D sharp at the top of the right hand. Then we have E in the left hand, we have a B in the right hand with E and G sharp. We're going to play that 3 times. And then they make what you call an E sus2 chord, where the G sharp becomes an F sharp, like this. So for the first half of the chorus, let's play through those chords. B major, D sharp minor, G sharp minor, E major, then the sus2 at the end. That's at the end. The second time round the chorus, we have basically the same thing, but when we get to the E chord, instead of playing it 3 times then the F sus2, then the E sus2, we just then sustain the chord once, like this. And just let that ring out before it leads back into the next part of the song. So this is where things start to repeat. We have an introduction again, which has the at the end of it. That's only once round because it goes straight into a second verse. And the second verse is basically the same as the first verse. Now in the first verse I told you to play only on the second time round, but not the first, third and fourth. What you'll do on this one is play it on the second and the fourth time. And then it leads into a pre-chorus, exactly the same as the previous pre-chorus. We then get a chorus after that, same as the previous chorus that we've just gone over. We then get to the bridge. So the bridge brings some new parts to the song. We have a G sharp octave here with what is a C sharp minor chord in the right hand. C sharp, C sharp, E, and then a G sharp. And we play that 4 times. Bit of a strange sounding combination of notes, but that's what they do. That then moves down to G naturals in the left hand, and you've got a B, E and a G natural at the top. So you get this quite interesting movement from we then get a B major chord, and it seems like the B note is highest in the chord in the right hand, so we'll play D sharp, F sharp and B with B's in the left hand. We then just drop the highest note B to an A sharp, and we've got the B here to an A sharp here. So that's the halfway point of the bridge. Let's just go over those chords once more just to really get used to them. So we had that C sharp minor with the G in the bass, then this chord here, and then we move up to the B major, and then drop the chord from the B to the B flat, or as I said earlier, A sharp. The second part is similar. We start off with, so this time it's just like an E major chord in the right hand, but with a B, E and a G sharp in the left hand. And that second chord is the same as the second chord in the first part of the bridge. So the G sharp becomes a G, G sharp there becomes G. We then go to F sharps with a C sharp, F sharp and a B here. And it resolves down from a B to a A sharp there. And that is the full bridge. After that we have another introduction of sorts, but this time they sustain the chords. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's round twice where you sustain the chords. So we have an outro which then changes the chord one final time. We have G sharps in the left hand. We then have in the right hand D sharp, G sharp and B. Playing that 4 times. We then have an E major chord, E's in the bass, B, E, G sharp. Then we have a B major chord, B in the left hand, B, D sharp, F sharp. Then we go to the A sharps with the D sharp, F sharp and the A sharp. we loop that round 3 times before we finish on that G sharp in the left hand with a D sharp, G sharp and B at the top. So just to go over those chords in the outro one final time, we have do that 3 times and then finish on that G minor chord, G sharp minor, and then you have got the full song. And there we go, that's the song. Really enjoyed this one actually. It's a really, really nice, pleasant song. Never heard of her before this track, so yeah, I've got a new favourite artist. Now, if you have any recommendations on songs that you would like to learn, that you'd like me to cover, then write them down in the comments. Please like and subscribe. I'm getting so close to 1,000 subscribers, which may not be the biggest number in the world compared to the likes of Mr. Beast and whatnot, but for me, I'm pretty chuffed if we can get there soon. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.